Well, yeah, Hampus is, we're still waiting. He's going to hopefully have something set up with our medical staff here over the next day or two, and we'll find out where he's at. I'll have more clarity after that, or we will have more clarity after that, after he meets with our medical staff, and we'll see where he's at that point.
Was there a setback?
No, no, it's just all part of the process right now. So we're just waiting, and we'll see what they have to say. Like I said, when I find out more on that, I'll be able to share that with you guys too.
Is there anything you want to add?
No, nothing further as far as besides what was the statement that was obviously issued. Again, similar situation. Once we find out more, we'll be able to, give you guys more information on that too as well. So, but in the meantime, we're just hoping for Charlie's health, that he has a speedy recovery.
Have you been in touch with Charlie? What's his,
I have not. I sent a text out to him, but I haven't checked my phone since I got back on from practice.
Does the club get involved in that kind of decision where he's out for the Thursday championship game? Like, do you guys have a say, or is that team even say?
Yeah, I wasn't involved in that decision, so I can't answer for management, but I wasn't involved in that decision. I tend to think that it's more USA Hockey's probably decision as far as that, but, the management may have had something to say as far as that goes. I don't know. Yeah.
How do you feel about the overall pace of today's practice?
I was overall, I was happy with it, to be honest. I thought that, when you have that much time off, there's going to be some rust that needs to come off, and there certainly was some rust, but I thought the effort was pretty solid from start to finish. It was a longer practice than what we've had in a while. You can tell that guys have been off for a good amount of time, but overall, I thought that the execution was good considering the amount of time off. The pace was pretty good. It drops off there towards the last couple of drills, especially when we get into the battle drills, which is to be expected. But no, I thought overall it was good effort by the guys today for day one.
How much have you been watching the Four Nations, or did you unplug?
I unplugged, but I was able to watch a couple of games. I watched the first U.S.-Canada game, and then I watched the Canada-Finland game yesterday. So I've watched 2 full games, and I think it's a good quality of hockey. It's been exciting, and it's hard to tell on television, but even with these games, you can tell the pace of the game. It's a different level, when you have obviously the best players in the world out there, that's going to happen. But I think it's been really good hockey, and I think that Thursday night's game, it should be an exciting one.
Given that it was 9 years between best and best, were you surprised or not surprised that it had the emotion at the start of the game on Saturday?
Not surprised. I think that that ramps up the animosity a little bit when you have that much time off between games and international competition. And plus, it's a new age group too, right? The last time it's a different age group, it's different players, and you think back to some different international events. I go back to the '96 World Cup, and that was some of the best hockey that I had seen in a while there. And I think that these guys, it seems like a lot of these guys were growing up maybe right at that time or just before that time, but had a taste of that watching it. And so you could see it kind of carry over into that first game between the two teams. I thought it was great hockey. I mean, the start was amazing.
Did you get a juice jolt when you see Charlie dead once?
Well, Charlie played a very physical game. I mean, he was up for he rose up to the occasion in that particular game. So, but it was just, I thought overall the whole game, like it started out real physical. Both teams wanted to show that they were there, ready to play, and then the game kind of settled down, and then they just played. And what I was surprised about was how defensive the game was. To be honest with you, with that much talent, both teams, I thought, personally did a real good job of checking. They limited the amount of chances. The margin of error, you make 1-2 mistakes, and then, maybe one of them was in the back of the net, but you weren't getting many opportunities that game, it seemed like.
Now, this is, who knows what it's going to be, but this could be a bad case scenario where a player in the tournament's health is affected for the club. Is that just fact of life when the intensity is this high and Charlie's his style of play?
Well, yeah, I think every team probably goes into it a little bit on edge about their players. It's obviously a great tournament. It's great it's great notoriety. It's great publicity for the game, I think, for the sport. So I think every team's probably a little bit nervous when they send their players, but you know, it is the game of hockey, and things happen, and you know, you just hope for the best. You pray for the best when they're out there, that those injuries don't occur.
Potter and Callahan both went down to Providence for a little bit there.
Yep.
What do you hope they got out of that?
Just the fact that they can get the reps in and keep playing. I think they played one game each. They had a couple of practices under their belt. They're young players. We thought it was important that they go down, get some practices, play some games, play a game, continue to get the reps in. I think that's the most important thing for young players. They had a few days off before they went down, so they were able to get some rest. But for those young players, we think it's important that they maintain that level that they were at when they left, so that when they come back, they can step in. It makes the transition a little bit easier for those guys when they come back.
Have you talked to Charlie?
Texted him a couple times. He's a busy guy right now, obviously, so I'm trying to stay out of his way, let him focus on the mission that he's on, and hoping that he's doing well.
Have you gotten a chance to watch much of the tournament?
Yeah, I have. I've watched every game. That was kind of fun to do over the break, and it's great to try and learn from the best players in the world. Obviously, you know, you watch the Canada and U.S. teams. You know, I'm just trying to kind of watch how the defensive move and break out pucks and things like that. Just kind of trying to learn from it because, you know, they're there for a reason, and it's been a lot of fun to watch as well. Very high pace, and I've really enjoyed it.
What did you think of Charlie in that game against Canada?
Oh, I thought he was a beast. Some of those hits, especially against top guys who are hard to line up anyway, I thought he was fantastic. I think he's been playing really well, and I'm excited to see him on that stage. You know, I feel like he's the kind of guy who always steps up to the occasion, so I didn't expect anything different. You know, when big games come around, big players do, and he's a big player.
What was the break like for you?
Break was good. Just went back to Colorado for a little while, hung out there, kind of got some things done around my house there, and that was nice to have my mom in town. She let me sleep in a couple of those days, so that's all I can really ask for the break with two kids. So it was great reset for all of us.
How's your break been?
Yeah, good break. A nice family time, and enjoy a little bit of sun. Spend time with the family. It was beautiful, so good to be back there.
Have you been watching a lot of the games?
Yeah, I watched about 2 games, I think, total.
What is it like to see the skill that these guys are showcasing and just the speed of everything and the quality of it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the level is very high, and obviously good for hockey to have this tournament, and obviously for fans to get to see, you know, the level of guys they can perform, and you know, it's happy for our fans that it's in Boston. You know, hopefully a big game tomorrow, and then we can focus on the rest of the season.
Have you been in touch with Carlo at all?
Yeah, I mean, I found out everything today, so I haven't yet. So we'll see. You guys a little rusty of the break, huh?
Big interest between USA and Canada in terms of between Brad or any of those guys, or?
Honestly, not really. Like I said, it's good for hockey that this, you know, two countries meet up in the finals. I think we all saw with the game one, and I think every hockey fan has to be happy with it. There is a rematch coming up, you know. But for me personally, I you know, could care less who is gonna win. As a hockey fan, I enjoyed those couple games to watch, and I will watch Thursday, but I really don't care who will win.
Does it make you think about the Olympics though?
Well, not really.
Still a year?
Yeah, still a little bit away, and you know, we have a lot of work to do in our room here, and with the final 25 games coming up, so that's where my focus is.